At this time, the state would ask that the court make, the state and Ms. Brown would ask the court to find.
Court proceedings on child support in custody. The state and Ms. Brown are asking the court to recognize Mr. Ware as the father of Legend Brown. They want to keep the child's last name as Brown and are seeking orders about custody, visitation, and access. For conservatorship, Ms. Brown wishes to be named the primary conservator, while Mr. Ware will be the possessory conservator. Brown also wants the exclusive right to decide where Legend will live within Galveston and nearby counties. Regarding child support, the state is requesting Mr. Ware to pay $150 monthly for medical support starting May 1, 2025, and $534 monthly for current child support from the same date. Additionally, a retroactive child support amount of $14,724 is to be paid at $100 monthly starting May 1, 2025. Court costs will be charged to Mr. Ware, due by April 9, 2026. Witness Elisa Moreno Machuca, a child support officer, provided calculations for both current and retroactive support, confirming the monthly support amount of $534 based on Mr. Ware's income and the retroactive total of $14,724. Ms. Brown testified that she has one child, Legend, born on August 2, 2022, and noted Mr. Ware's lack of involvement and support. She expressed worries about his ability to make decisions for Legend due to his absence. The court ruled that Mr. Ware was in default, established the parent-child relationship, and ordered the requested child support and medical support. It also granted the retroactive support judgment with a payment plan and appointed Ms. Brown as the managing conservator, allowing Mr. Ware specific visitation rights, starting with supervised visits. The Attorney General's office will prepare a formal order based on the court's decisions, which will be sent to both parties for review and any questions.
That Mr. Brown is the father of the child, Legend Brown. The state and Ms. Brown would ask that the court order that the child's surname remain Brown. The state would ask the court to make orders regarding conservatorship and possession and access for the child. Ms. Brown is requesting that the court appoint her as managing conservator and Mr. Ware as possessory, with the court appointing Ms. Brown as the conservator with the exclusive right to designate the child's primary residence with a geographic restriction to Galveston and contiguous counties. Ms. Brown is asking that the court make orders not permitting Mr. Ware to see the child. The state and Ms. Brown would ask the court to order Ms. Brown to apply for a government health plan for the child and to order Mr. Ware to pay cash medical support of $150 monthly beginning May 1st, 2025, and current child support of $534 monthly beginning May 1st.
Was that 535?
534.
Sorry.
$534 monthly child support beginning May 1st, 2025. The state and Ms. Brown would ask the court to order to take a retroactive child support judgment against Mr. Ware in the amount of $14,724 as of April 9th, 2025, and order Mr. Brown to pay that judgment off at the rate of $100 monthly beginning May 1st, 2025. The state would ask the court to assess court costs against Mr. Ware and order Mr. Ware to pay those as billed to the Galveston County District Clerk on or before April 9th of 2026. And that is the extent of the state and Ms. Brown's request for relief at this time.
You may call witnesses.
All right. The state would first call Ms. Machuca. Would you please state your name for the record?
Elisa Moreno Machuca.
And where are you employed?
Office of the Attorney General, Child Support Division.
What is your position there?
Child Support Officer.
What is the nature of your responsibilities and duties as a child support officer?
Conduct investigations, calculate child support, and retro child support.
Have you received any special trainings to ensure that your calculations of child support are in compliance with the Texas Family Code?
Yes.
Did you calculate child support, current child support in this matter?
Yes.
All right. What are your calculations for current child support?
For current child support based on Mr. the wages, I got 3,300 gross. Medical insurance for
Gross per what?
3,300 for the
Per
gross
year? Per year? Gross per year?
per month.
Okay,
month.
you have to clarify.
Sorry. For the monthly gross income, I got 3,300. For medical insurance, I got $150. For the net resources is $2,671.43. One child on this case, no other children that we were able to determine he had. And the net resources was, 2,671.43 at 20% monthly child support, $534.
And I'm sharing my screen with what is marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 3. Can you tell me what this is?
It's the child support calculated worksheet guidelines that we use to calculate the child support.
Are these your calculations in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is this also a shorthand rendition of the calculations and testimony you just provided to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
At this time, the state would offer what's been marked as State's Exhibit 3, the child support calculation sheet, into evidence.
Ms. Brown, do you have any objection to State's Exhibit 3 being admitted into evidence?
Yes, ma'am.
You have an objection?
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not at all. I'm sorry.
It's okay. State's Exhibit 3 is admitted. And
Alrighty.
before you move on to retroactive child support, was this based on a pay stub or reported wages?
Reported wages.
Was it based over a full year or a different time frame? Multiple years, partial years?
For this year,
2025?
2025, yes.
You had reported wages for 2025?
Yes.
Did you have any for 2024?
Yes.
Okay.
2024 and 2025 were pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, they were the same.
You may continue, Ms. Laskowski.
Right. Ms. Machuca, did you also calculate retroactive support in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And what were your calculations for retroactive child support?
Okay, for 2022, we got we were able to just do minimum wage for $1,256.67 as gross, net at $1,159.87, 20%. Monthly support at $232 for 5 months. So it's a total of $1,160. For 2023, we got reported wages for $2,244 gross at net of $1,972.93, 20%, and that gave us $395 for 12 months, totals $4,740. For 2024, we got the wages of $3,300 gross with a net of $2,821.43 at 20%. Monthly child support of $564 for 12 months, which gave us a total of $6,768. For 2025, $3,300 with a net of, I'm sorry, that was gross per month, of net of $2,821.43 at 20% gave us monthly support of $564 for 4 months, gave us a total of $2,256, which gave us a subtotal of $14,924. We're giving credit for the $200 that was provided. So that gives us the final total of $14,724.
At this time, I'm sharing my screen with what is marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 2. Ms. Machuca, can you tell me what this document is?
It's the calculations for retro child support judgment sheet that we use.
And are these your calculations for retroactive support in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this also a shorthand rendition of your testimony you just provided to the court?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. At this time, the state would offer what's been marked for identification purposes as State's Exhibit 2, the retroactive calculation sheet in this case.
Ms. Brown, do you have any objection to me admitting State's Exhibit 2 into evidence?
Mm-mm.
You had to answer yes or no.
Oh, no.
Okay, thank you. It's admitted. State's Exhibit 2 is admitted.
All right. No further questions from the state for Ms. Machuca, past witness.
Ms. Brown, do you have any questions for Ms. Machuca?
No, ma'am, not at all.
This state would call Ms. Brown.
Oh,
Ms. Brown,
yes, ma'am.
how many children do you and Mr. Ware have together?
We only have one child together.
Okay. And what's your child's name?
Legend, Elijah Brown.
Okay. And when was Legend born?
August 2nd, 2022.
Okay. And when Legend was born, or at the time Legend was born, were you married to anyone?
No, ma'am, not at all.
All right. And have you ever been married?
No, ma'am.
All right. Is there any possibility that someone other than Mr. Ware could be Legend's father?
No, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to keep Legend's surname as Brown?
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right. And why is that?
Because I mean, we didn't have an agreement on that I was going to give him his last name or anything. So, and then he wasn't in his life or anything like that. So I just, went off based what I was, you know what I mean? What I thought was best for him. So I just kept it as Brown.
And are you and Mr. Ware able to communicate about Legend and his needs?
Not really. No, ma'am.
Okay.
I don't have any contact with him or anything, or you know what I mean?
All right.
I don't have any contact with him.
When was the last time you spoke to Mr. Brown, or I'm sorry, Mr. Ware at all?
Maybe on Legend's first birthday. That's like it's been a minute.
Okay, third or first birthday?
Yeah, ma'am.
Did you say third or first birthday?
His first birthday. He's finna be 3. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't think he's yet. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When was the last time Mr. Ware saw Legend?
I could say about last year, maybe. Um, uh, I can't even remember. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. I could say last year, maybe around the middle of the month or something like that. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. I can't even remember like when was the last time he actually seen him or asked for him or anything.
Okay. Does Mr. Ware ask to see Legend at all?
Not really. Not more so of his dad accent. His Legend's grandparent asked for him instead of him. Not him physically, but no, not at all.
Do you believe that Mr. Ware is capable of making decisions for Legend?
I mean, not really.
Why
because
not?
because he's not around. I'm
Okay.
the only one that's really me and his godmother the only one that's really provided for him, and you know what I mean, making sure he's in good care, and you know what I mean, just doing what we got to do to make sure that he's safe, and you know.
What kind of possession and access do you think the court should order for Mr. Ware and Legend?
um I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie about that one.
Do
I'm
you
not
have
sure at all.
do you have any safety concerns with Mr. Ware visiting with Legend?
Not at all. Not at
Okay.
all.
Uh, would Legend recognize Mr. Ware at
No,
all? At all?
not at all. That's what I'm saying. He haven't been around to even notice like who he is or anything like that. That's what I'm trying to.
If the court were to order that Mr. that any periods of possession and access that Mr. Ware has with Legend were to be supervised, who would you suggest supervise those visits?
I guess his godmother,
And what is his godmother's name?
Denise Hudson,
Okay.
DenIsaHudson.
Do you believe that Mr. Ware should be able to visit with Legend, at least in some capacity?
Not really,
Why not?
because he don't deserve it. I mean, I understand like the state, you know what I mean? Like, what I'm trying to say, I understand like if the state say that he have those rights to see him, and you know what I mean. But if he not choosing to try to come around, why should I give him those rights to even be around him in any circumstance?
Do you have private health insurance? I'm sorry, how is Legend insured right now?
You have health insurance. You have children health insurance. I think something like that. I forgot what's the actual name on it, but he have insurance through. I have insurance for him.
All right. And what source do you have insurance for him through?
Um, the Texas, the health Tex. I mean Texas Healthy Children. I think Texas Healthy Children.
All
That's
right.
what it is.
Do you have private health insurance
No, ma'am.
available to put
I-
Legend on?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you know if Mr. Ware has private health insurance available to put Legend on?
No, ma'am.
To your knowledge, does Mr. Ware have any other biological children under the age of 18 besides Legend?
I don't think so. I don't know. No, ma'am.
All right. Pass to witness, Judge.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to find that Mr. Ware is in default. I'm going to establish the parent-child relationship between Legend and Mr. Ware, and leave Legend's last name Brown.
Okay.
I am going to find that the child's on a government or medical assistance program and order that Mr. Ware pay to you, Ms. Brown, child support or cash medical support of $150 per month,
Okay.
beginning May 1st, 2025.
Yes,
Monthly
ma'am.
thereafter. I'm ordering that Mr. Ware pay to Ms. Brown child support of $534 each month beginning May 1st, 2025. Oh, ma'am, I don't think you were asked. Did he provide you any support since the birth of the child?
Not really. No, ma'am. Not really.
I
Like,
gave credit for $200. How did he give you that?
he was just buying stuff for him. That was it. She had asked me, did he do anything? I said, yeah. It was just for his first birthday. That you know what I mean. That
But
he did.
he didn't do anything other than what he got for that first birthday.
Well, the second one, not the first one. The second one was
Okay.
the main part of everything. That was it. Other than that, no, ma'am. Nothing else more after that.
Conclusion: the court's ruling aims to ensure the best interests of Legend while establishing a legal framework for support and visitation. I hope you learned something about the family court, custody issues, and child support battle. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Ma'am?
And it only equaled $200?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to grant the back child support judgment in the amount of $14,724 as of April 9th, 2025. I'm going to order that he pay that back at a rate of $100 each month beginning May 1st, 2025. I'm ordering that you're the managing conservator and he's the possessory conservator,
Yes, ma'am.
with you having the right to determine the primary residence of Legend within Galveston and contiguous counties.
Yes, ma'am.
I am going to order a stair-step visitation. What I'm looking at when I rule is the best interest of Legend, not
Okay.
the best interest of Mr. Ware. And yes, he might not deserve this,
Yeah.
but he is Legend's dad, and he might realize one day that he has this child, and hopefully he will one day, because Legend is his dad.
Yes,
So it's going to begin with supervised by his godmother, Denise Hudson, on the first, third, and fifth Saturdays for 8 visits, from 1 to 5.
okay.
He has to do all those 8 visits to get to unsupervised. If he never starts, he'll never finish. Right now, he's on target to never finish, but maybe that will change.
Okay.
So after he does these 8 visits, if he does them, it would then be the first, third, and fifth weekend from 1 to 5, unsupervised, for 8 visits. And then it would be the first, third, and fifth Saturday of the month, from 8 to 5. I'm going to do that one for 4 visits. And then it would be the first, third, and fifth Saturday of the month, from Saturday at 6 to Sunday at 6.
Okay.
Yep, Saturday at 6, so an overnight, for 4 visits. And then it would go to the standard possession order.
Hey Judge, is there any way I can get those so I can know exactly how to do it? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so that's my ruling on, I think, everything. The Attorney General's office is going to
Oh,
draft a whole order with all of this, everything I said,
okay,
in this,
I appreciate
and they're going to be working on that right now. They're probably working on it already, and they'll be sending it to you through DocuSign shortly.
that.
We're
Okay.
going to have you go back to the breakout room where you'll get a chance to open up the document and look at it, and you can ask them any questions you may have. But yeah, they're going
Oh,
to get it all in writing, and they're going to send you a copy very shortly.
okay, thank you so much. I'm sorry
Thank
then.
you. No, it's okay.
Okay.
And then I'm not sure I said court costs. I'm ordering that he pay court costs on or before April 9th of 2026. So Mr. Ware is ordered to pay court costs to
All
Galveston
right.
County.
Thank you, Judge.